We're good?
Mm-hmm.
All right. The next thing, don't worry, I know I'm going to move out of shot, but as long as I know where I need to be. So we've seen how a motor unit contracts. We've seen what it takes to go from a simple twitch all the way up to a full-blown contraction, fused tetanus. However, our motor units are relatively small compared to the overall size of a muscle. Even in our largest motor units, 2,000 to 3,000 muscle fibers, we're still only just beginning to scratch the surface of the overall size of our muscle. So now what we need to do is we need to go ahead and put this together and look at how a muscle itself contracts. And in order to do that, we need to talk about something called motor unit recruitment. Motor unit recruitment is defined as the process by which the numbers of active motor units are increased. For just a moment, I want you to put pens, pencils, everything down and just listen. Because we have multiple motor units within a muscle, we can actually choose to turn pieces of the muscle on, pieces of the muscle off at a single time, allowing us to alter the strength of contraction. If I just had, let's say, my bicep muscle as one big motor unit, and I hit it with a single stimulus, that's what ends up happening. I don't want that. What I want to do is I want to be able to turn the muscle on slowly. I want to be able to control how strong of a contraction I can actually generate. So, let's just say, for argument's sake, I'm going to focus on my biceps brachii muscle and my elbow joint. And I want to bend my elbow. What I need to do is I need to turn motor units on one at a time to help regulate the strength of contraction. Now, Lisa, you're going to be the eyes for the class, okay? All right. What I want you to do is I want you to watch this hand, okay? Not this hand over here. Oh, see, your eyes just darted. I don't want you to watch this hand. I don't care what you see this hand. I want you to watch this hand, okay? Now, what you're looking for is any movement out of that hand, and this would be considered movement, okay? When you see movement, I want you to shout out yes. Let me hear you shout out yes.
Yeah.
Were you able to hear her back in the back? Okay. All right, we'll let the appellation yeah go. All right, if you don't see any movement, guess what I want you to shout? No. Okay? So let me hear you shout no.
No.
Okay. Everybody able to hear her? All right. So what I'm going to do is, and this takes a lot of concentration, I'm going to turn on one motor unit. There we go. I just turned on my first motor unit. Lisa, do you see any movement out of my hand?
No.
Okay. Motor unit number 2. I just turned it on. Do you see anything?
No.
Motor unit number 3.
No.
Number 4.
No.
Number 5.
Yes. Yes. And yes.
Notice the type of contraction that was generated. Something that was nice and easy, very fluid, very smooth. At that point, as soon as movement started, the recruitment process stopped, keeping the contraction the same rate, same strength all the way through. If recruitment continued past 5, what I would see is this, which wouldn't be good. The contraction would continue to get stronger and stronger. Now, that's recruitment with no resistance. Let's say that I wanted to pick up something. Let's say I wanted to pick up this thermos. Do you think that I'm going to have to recruit the same number of motor units, more motor units, or less motor units to achieve the same kind of movement? More. I'm going to have to turn on more motor units because now I've added a resistance. I've added weight. So, 5. I've just turned on all 5 of my motor units that gave me movement before. Do you see any movement now? 6.
No.
7.
No.
8,
No.
9,
No.
10.
Yes. And yes.
When I add resistance, I have to increase the number of motor units needed to generate movement. Now let's say I add a lot of resistance. Let's say I don't want to pick up this thermos, which is relatively light. Let's say I want to pick up this book, which is relatively heavy. 10. I've just turned on my 10 motor units that got me to lift that thermos. Do you see anything?
No.
11,
No.
12,
No.
13,
No.
14,
No.
15,
No.
16,
No.
17,
No.
18,
No.
19.
Yes.
19 out of 20 motor units had to be recruited in order for me to overcome the resistance of this book. Question: what would have happened if I said 20 and Lisa said no? What would have happened? The book would have stayed down. It would be a really sad day in my life if I was not able to lift my anatomy textbook. Which also means that I need to get my weak butt over to the gym and start working out. That's motor unit recruitment. So, what do you need to write down? Just push the red button again and we should be good to go, okay?